in the neighborhood. Ain't it fun? Always on the run. That's how it's done on Christmas vacation. Let's go let the hose and light the lights. Get a toasty fire burning bright. Give St. Nick the warmest welcome that he's ever had. We're so glad it's Christmas vacation. And when the nights are peaceful and serene, we can cuddle up and do our Christmas dreaming. Christmas vacation, Christmas vacation, Christmas vacation. We're so glad it's Christmas vacation. Fa la 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 and ho ho ho. Jingle jangle jingle as we go. Let the spirit of the season carry us away. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation.
Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la.
After vacationing across America and throughout Europe,
Take it, Russ.
this holiday season, the Griswolds are going to play it safe.
Clark, we're stuck under a truck.
Oops. They're staying at home.
I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree.
Hope you're not getting sap all over your sweater, Clark.
All Clark wants is a quiet, old-fashioned Christmas. Sorry.
Got a little knot here. You can work on that.
What he's going to get is the gift that keeps on living.
Merry Christmas.
His family.
We didn't come to impose.
Oh, hell, there's plenty of room.
Do you sleep with your brother? Do you know how sick and twisted that is, Mom? Well, I'm sleeping with your father.
Have you got a kiss for me?
You better take a rain check on that, Art. He's got lip fungus they ain't identified yet.
But no holiday could ever be more deeply touching.
We were gonna call, but Eddie wanted to make it a surprise.
If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
We're really gonna fly down the hill with this stuff.
So genuinely moving.
Can I refill your eggnog for you? Drive you out to the middle of nowhere, leave you for dead?
More truly uplifting.
Can I show you something?
I was just browsing.
Or more down to earth.
Merry Christmas!
If Santa is smart, he'll stay well clear of this jointed to death trap.
Than Christmas with the Griswolds.
Everybody come on, quick, look at the lights!
They want you to say grace.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
This year, let Chevy Chase light up your holidays. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That thing had 9 lives. She just spent them all.
You crack up.
Our host for the evening has appeared on Access TV, Comedy Central, and iHeartRadio. Please join me in welcoming Tim Crompierre.
Hi, everyone. How you doing out there? And thanks for being with us tonight to celebrate the holiday classic Christmas Vacation, starring Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. Let's put a round of applause together for them, everyone. So without any further ado, let me bring in the stars of tonight's show, Clark and Ellen Griswold. Please, everyone at home, let's put our hands together for Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Bev.
Hi, Chevy.
Hi, everybody.
Cheers.
Hi, Tim. Is it
Hi.
Tim?
My cup matches my sweater.
What?
Your sweater looks fabulous.
Thank you.
No, I've got a sweater on my cup, I'm saying.
Oh,
Sorry, don't pay any attention to me.
how does
Go
my
on with
cup?
the show. Oops. Oh, God, there's my pillow. Okay.
Oh, this is great. You want to start again? Hey, you want to see Tom?
No, that was great. This is exactly what we want. This is what everybody wants. This is real.
Oh, it's real.
Okay, we're going now?
Yeah, we're on.
Out!
Ah!
All right, guys, I want to go back to the beginning, to the first vacation movie. Before this all started, it was the 1982, 1983 time. The project is brought to both of you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get your idea of what you thought about it when it first came together to be Clark and Ellen Griswold. Chevy, tell me first how this movie came to you.
Oh, I think it was on paper.
Yeah. Okay.
My carrier pigeon, wasn't it? Back in the 80s.
That long ago.
Carrier paper. Geez, I don't. How it came to be was it Maddie Simmons?
It probably was Maddie Simmons of National Lampoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were a big movie star.
and
You've done
you
those cool movies with Goldie Hawn.
Can I talk?
I want to make sure you get the good stuff in.
Anyway, yeah.
My lips are sealed.
What?
I'm
Sally
my lips are
Fields?
sealed. There goes the key. Cabinet. It's gone. Quiet. Go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah, I got it from. I was at Warner Brothers doing other pictures.
You were starring in pictures.
I was at Warner Brothers starring in pictures, and
Big ones, successful ones.
Boy,
It's like you're still. It's like you're really married.
who? I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and the owner or of the whatever of excuse my language. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't want to say anything mean about them, but Chevy was this massive star, as of course you know. He catapulted from Saturday Night Live right into those movies with Goldie Hawn that were such hits.
Right.
And then Maddie Simmons had National Lampoon, and I believe they brought you to that script that Harold Ramis and John Hughes had written, right? Right, John?
Yeah.
I auditioned.
Did you actually audition, Beverly?
Well, was it an audition?
What?
Do you have any recollection?
Yeah, you auditioned.
Did you guys audition? Did you audition her, Chevy, or did she?
I did. Yes.
Did yes.
It was a Me Too kind of situation. No, I'm just kidding. It was a soft audition though, if I recall. It was a meeting.
Okay.
And I thought I shouldn't do it.
Why?
Well, because I'd done Coal Miner's Daughter and gotten a lot of attention for that. I'd starred in the film of Hair, and I really, my direction as an actress really wasn't mapped out as was comedian, dramatic, or whatever. And I had just gotten married, and this was a role where I was 29 years old. I was going to be the mother of teenage kids, and we kidnapped someone and killed them and killed dogs and everything. And I just didn't know, but my husband at the time.
Thanks for asking me.
My husband
ask me more.
I will.
My husband said, "Oh, but Beverly, look at this character, Cousin Eddie. He's hilarious. We do it." So,
right.
Can I be asked a question?
Yes. Yes, absolutely, sir.
Go ahead. Well, let's see what
my first question is: when you read the script and you saw it, did you think to yourself, I can add a lot of physical comedy to this character?
Well, let me just say this. I knew Beverly was right.
Okay.
Immediately. And although I didn't know she'd talk so much. Anyway,
it's my secret.
There she goes. Anyway.
It's my secret weapon.
Anyway, my feet are lemons? What? Anyway. All of the pictures that I do and did and things involve physical comedy, if that's the question.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any other kind of comedy. And by that, I mean, it's the way you say a line. That's physical. It's the way you,
That's interesting.
that's physical. It's
That's
the way you walk. So there's no other kind of comedy.
You do have a funny walk. I noticed that.
Who was that?
You can walk funny. I've seen it's your hands. That's everybody asks me what's the funniest thing about you. And Chevy has the funniest hands. He does
There
funny
you have
hand
it.
things. You do funny things with your hands. You
Well,
do.
with that said, with all the funny stuff going on in the movie, was there ever a scene where you guys got the giggles so bad it was really hard to get through it in Christmas Vacation?
Probably. Probably. I'm just trying to think of. No, I don't know. Probably, yeah. But then you see, we do it right. So how would I remember the probably one?
Was there one, Beverly, that got away from you where you just couldn't? It was so hard for you to keep it together.
Well, Chevy makes me laugh every time if he says hello, I start laughing. But, but we mean business when we make these movies. We're thinking of the audience and we're thinking of the script and we want to deliver it.
You are.
And so we do have.
I'm thinking of lunch.
I have a tendency to want to really, that's not productive. I don't have COVID. I have a tendency to want to really, get it right. And that's not funny.
Right. No, that is good. But that is good. That's perfect. It's keeping it together and it's keeping it professional. And you just let it go. How much improv did you guys do in the movie? As far
The whole
as
thing was improv.
What's that?
The plot was
lines.
Yeah. You knew your lines, but you went with it. How many times did you do a take for each scene as far as comedy's concerned?
I said we never knew our lines. And you said, yeah, you knew your lines. And what's the matter with you?
I thought you said you knew your line.
No.
I feel like I'm moderating the debates right now. This is great.
No, here's the real thing. I mean, with us, it really was improv.
Right.
As I pointed out just a little bit ago. For us, for the two of us, and it's one of the reasons why we wanted to work together, is we don't just say lines or.
We have a thing.
It's not like I'm Sam Neill, and I love Sam, but
yeah,
we ordinarily look at each other and we just wing it.
We got a thing. I don't think I'm trying to remember. If it's possible, maybe in the first one, but I'm trying to remember if anyone actually tried to direct us.
Tried to what?
Direct us in the sense of because Chevy and I had this.
Look, Harold Ramis was
the first one, yeah. He was key.
He was key to making a great movie. And the first shot of the first movie was me putting our bags on the top of the what was it?
The family fun wagon or whatever that.
Swell. Thanks for clearing it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it was in our garage of the house that we lived in, supposedly. And right away I said, "How do you want me to do this? What do you want my attitude to be?" And Harold said, funny.
Funny.
And by the way, Harold Ramis was one of the funniest guys I ever knew. And he'd been with Second City and all of that stuff. And so I did it funny and backed the car out funny and almost hit Harold, who said, "Don't drive the car on me.
Don't do it." You used to make fun of Harold though, because Harold directed you in Caddyshack, didn't he?
Yes.
And but he was rather a novice, and I remember you used to do your impersonation of Harold was, "Okay, lock the chop and block it. All right, lunch." Remember that?
The only thing I did of Harold was, and cut. I mean,
lunch. No, chop and block and lock it. No,
and cut. Yeah. I mean,
what?
But
all right,
Harold was a marvelous.
We have some questions from the audience.
Oh, good.
They're out there, and I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can.
Okay. Are you gonna answer them?
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Okay. This first question is from Jessica and John Garrett out of Nebraska. What do you think the Griswold family quarantine would look like?
Oh, that's a great question. We'd probably eat a lot of corn throughout the day. And
corn would be the staple, definitely.
Yeah, that would be the staple.
We'd get that corn in there.
Let's get some corn in here.
Let's stock up on the corn.
Would you put your Christmas lights up early if you were in quarantine with the Griswolds?
We'd have them up immediately.
Would they be with us in this quarantine?
Yes.
Oh, well then we'd be playing a lot of Scrabble and
definitely Scrabble.
Scrabble.
And we'd be this game I play now. This is kind of off topic, but there's this thing. It's called Unsolved Murder Mysteries, and you send away and you get the evidence and the witness statements, and it kills a whole 3 hours. Just saying, if you want to buy some COVID.
You have 3 hours to kill.
It just killed 3 minutes. Let's move on to the next one.
Yes. This is from Ira David Wood III.
Oh, the third?
Yes. What's the
funniest two weren't enough?
No, come on
the
now.
funniest blooper you can remember while filming Christmas Vacation?
Say again. The funniest.
What's the funniest blooper you can remember from filming Christmas Vacation?
Blooper.
Yes.
Geez. That's in the movie or that happened while
Yeah, sure. That's in the movie. Was there a line that just set you
Oh
up?
yeah, I remember now. The squirrel unfortunately got a hold of my father's genitals, so but that happened in the background. And
Really?
Yeah, so I replaced the squirrel on his back.
Really?
Squirrel.
Yeah, really.
Get rid of the live squirrel. The live squirrel was uncontrollable.
There only was the live squirrel.
The live squirrel. That was the live
But
squirrel.
you had the stuffed one on your back.
I had what?
You had the stuffed squirrel on your back when you ran up the stairs.
No, I'm telling you the truth. Don't listen to
The
her.
live
I'm telling
squirrel
you
got
what
out of
happened.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right. This question is from 14-year-old Abby and 12-year-old Emmy Falwell from Seymour, Indiana. We are curious, what were you actually chewing at the dinner table when Catherine burnt the turkey?
It was turkey.
Nothing. I was doing this.
You were acting.
Correct, sir.
Yes, the family says here they always debate on what you're actually chewing on, and it was just air.
But the question really is, what was Randy chewing?
Yes, what was?
I think he was also acting, wasn't he, Bev? I mean, he's just a great actor.
Yeah.
I think he was really eating the turkey.
Now, did Randy improv the famous
He
line?
might be. I think you're right. If he put a bite of turkey in his mouth.
I think he really was eating the turkey, yeah.
Oh, wow. Now, Chevy, can I ask you, did Randy improv the line when he was relieving the sewer from the camper in the street? Was that an improv line when he waved to you and you waved to him from the window?
Yes, not him. Shitterful?
Yeah.
I think then I did improvise that line to Beth.
Yeah.
We said you checked our shitters, honey. Yeah.
But Shitter was written for Randy, but Chevy threw that in.
Yeah.
I need to check the shitters, yeah.
Have you checked our shitters, honey?
This is from the Albert family in North Vancouver, British Columbia. Did you keep any props from Christmas Vacation and put them out proudly for your holiday decorations?
Any what?
Did you keep any props from the movie scene from Christmas Vacation?
You mean after the film, or?
Yeah, and hold on to them and use them as your own holiday decorations. That's what they want to know.
No.
Bev?
Did you, Bev?
Nope.
No, left it all there. This question.
Left it all on the floor.
We did.
We left it all on the floor. Left it all on the table or whatever it is.
All right, this is a long one from Mark Saparo. Mark asks, I read that John Hughes' earliest drafts of Christmas Vacation, and instead of Clark wanting to surprise the family with the swimming pool, he was going to take them to Wally World on Christmas Day. The script's final scene had an entire Griswold family, even cousin Eddie and Aunt Bethany, at Wally World, and John Candy was back as security guard. Do you remember why he changed that later in the drafts?
Well, actually, the first time we shot it, it was all on our porch, right, Bev? In other words, the entire family, which had been at Wally World, ended up on our porch. And that didn't quite make it. So we shot
more. You mean in the first one?
I'm sorry, what?
You mean in the first one?
Yes, in the first ending that you shot.
Well, yeah.
No, are you saying that there was the question is, was there a different, the question is, this guy saying that he heard that originally we were supposed to go to Wally World at the end of Christmas vacation. And he's wondering why we didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
No, we weren't going to Wally World after Christmas vacation.
I never recalled that in any script.
They said that was so you never shot that? That was never shot where the family.
No, it was never in the script.
I think it was someone found a bootleg script of some sort and thought that was the original ending.
Well,
yeah.
Wait.
That John Hughes.
Who the older guy at the end of one of these, the first one?
No, at the end of Christmas Vacation.
I'm asking Bev though. The first vacation. Who was it?
Oh, Eddie Bracken.
Yeah, Eddie Bracken. That was the first one, huh?
We had a different ending for the first one that we
I'm
reshot.
asking if he was in Christmas Vacation.
No, the question
okay,
is.
Great. Well, no, we didn't.
So you never shot an alternative ending.
I don't even think we ever read that bootleg script with an alternative ending.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't. Did you, Chevy?
No. Sorry.
This question.
I hope that guy didn't buy it.
Okay.
Next.
No, he didn't buy it. He said he read it online. There was a script online, I think, that he found. Yeah.
Oh, that's different. No, there've probably been many online.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sitting on one.
This is from Ed Crowley. Ed asks, what time of the year was the film shot and where was it shot? He said it looks like it was California somewhere, but
it was California at Warner Brothers, and it was summer.
And it was summer.
It was in the area that what do they call that, Chevy? Because all those houses.
They call it Warner Brothers.
No, but that little circle of houses, they use it in all the movies. They used it in.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
There was a special neighborhood. There was a designated neighborhood
across the street.
A cul-de-sac. A cul-de-sac.
It was all fake snow. That's what he wanted to know.
That's
yeah.
what it was fake.
We were hot.
But not when we started. The first shot was obviously in snow to go get the tree.
Right.
And
because that was in Breckenridge.
Driving.
That was not in California.
Colorado.
That's right.
Thank you.
Okay. So this question's from Patricia Green and David Hulsey of Tallahassee, Florida.
Oh, it's Pat and Dave, Chevy.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
what?
I said, oh, look, it's Pat and Dave.
Say hi to Pat and Dave.
Who?
They're asking us a question.
You have a question for us, Pat?
Yes, from Pat and Dave for you guys. What was it like working with Randy Quaid, and do you have a funny, memorable story that you could tell us about him?
Hideous.
You go.
I'll go with Chevy first.
Yeah.
I loved him. I couldn't do one of the vacations without him. You can see that he's just.
It just went fisheye.
Excuse me. You can see that he's a great actor and a great improviser and just an all-around funny guy. So, Bev, you speak for him. I think we loved him.
We love Randy, and in fact, my lens just went to fisheye. So I look at that. Look at my fingers. Ooh, Randy. I did Streetcar Named Desire with Randy. Amazing actor. I'll remind you that he was nominated for an Oscar for The Last Detail, and that character is such a defining character, and we do love him, no matter what.
All right. This is questions from Lisa Iacone. What holiday disaster from the movie is something you guys can relate to in your own lives? Have you ever had a holiday disaster?
Since I've done a lot of skiing and snow stuff, I imagine that at the end of that, hitting the hitting that little thing, whatever it was, a drawer, a door, that little thing.
Right.
Is fairly memorable. Mama.
What about you, Bev?
What?
Well, for me, I always thought of these movies as a romance. That was my little secret. I thought that they were romantic comedies, and I thought that in my mind, these movies were all about this fabulous love story between Clark and Ellen Griswold. So for me, any disasters out of this movie, I would kind of like parallel them with just emotional disasters in my life, I guess. I don't know. Everybody aspires to what?
You never told me this.
Yes.
Because I just say it was my little actor's secret. But that's how I always saw them. Because the thing is, this man, Clark, loves his family. He'll do anything for them. And, for Ellen, Clark is the only man in her life ever. And it doesn't enter into her mind that she would leave him. She's never going to leave him. I shouldn't give these secrets away. But, she gets mad and stuff, but it's not. To me, it's a love story because in all of these vacation movies, love conquers all, and they always end up, everything's okay in the end.
Right. I always vision Ellen as the most supportive wife in the history of movies.
Acting. This is a big
remember
saying,
that in I believe it was the first one that Christy Brinkley was in it, and I'm swimming naked with Christy, and with Randy's white shoes, and I end up going up to our room where Bev has been a little ill or something, and she's in bed, but she has seen us in that pool. It's obviously outside, and when I go in, I'm dressed again, but she says, "Is that what you want? Is that what you want?"
Can I explain why I made that choice? Because that scene
What
was
choice? That's the damn lines. Can I finish?
No, but the choice was the way that Harold wanted me to do it was to yell at you and throw the shoes at you. And I said, no, she's genuine. She really wants to know. He wanted me to say, is that what you want? Do you love her? Do you want to be with her? You want to see a good time? I'll show you some fun. He wanted that. And I said, no, Ellen wouldn't do that. She loves him. She really wants to know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me finish the story. That wasn't, that's true. But what I was going to say was, is that what you want? And my line was, oh, no, she's ugly.
Yeah.
Okay? that was what I was going to talk about or say. So,
well, I love it.
It's a good scene to bring up because it has to do with a choice that I did make that I thought was really important as far as like what a wife is. I wanted to show that it wasn't that reactionary kind of stereotypical person. It was someone who was in 100%, and I wanted it to be literal. I wanted to see a woman witness that and say to the man, in all honesty and all vulnerability, is that what you want? Is that it? Do you love her?
Right.
No,
for real.
No, she's ugly.
No, she's ugly.
Oh,
somehow that works.
I like in Christmas Vacation, they do another scene where in the beginning you're shopping at the perfume or jewelry counter.
Yeah.
The model, all right, and just laying it on thick. Are you married? Well, no, I don't. Yeah, she's and then just keep going with it, and then your son shows up. Dad. Oh
yeah, she's saying she's modeling either underwear or underpants or
yeah.
And she's just said, you see, you can't even see the line. In other words, she had underpants under the, what do you call those things, Beth?
Like a thong under the garter belt.
No, it didn't matter.
Hi, Tim.
What you're wearing, what she's wearing over the undies.
A negligee.
Holy Moses, Janie.
Suffice it to say, it was a scene full of Freudian slips.
The model in the beginning No, not thongs. No, she's wearing.
That's what I said.
Now that's what Tim's wearing.
I am actually. I don't have pants on. That's the theme of the show.
Honey, any of you. The very first shot in the movie.
Stockings?
Okay, I'm sorry, please.
Underwear. Sounds like
something over the underwear that's a
what's the
full
word?
A bodysuit?
Something over the underwear. Leotard.
stockings. Like, what are you wearing? What is that called?
Spandex?
What's that called?
Bodysuit.
What?
Tight.
Tights.
Tights.
Tights. There we go.
Makes sense. Anyway, she's wearing tights and saying, because of the underwear was under. See, you can't even see the line. And I'm really excited to look at that. And Russ comes in, my son. And it's kind of surprising me. It's like, Russ, see, you can't even see the line. And that's the first joke, I guess, in the movie.
Yeah.
And the wrong movie, of course. We're not talking about that one.
That was played by Johnny Galecki.
Johnny Galecki.
Johnny Galecki was a big man.
All right, so this question's from Dawn Lund. Besides Christmas Vacation, what is your personal favorite Christmas movie? I'll go Chevy first.
I would say it would be Jimmy Stewart and I don't remember.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, it's a Wonderful Life.
Do you watch that every year? Is that something you could do every holiday season?
No, I don't think I've ever really seen it. Yes, I've seen it many times. It's beautiful. I really like it. I mean, it's not. I think it's put down in the TV Guide things as a comedy, but it's just a very lovely movie.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Beverly, what's your favorite holiday movie that you watch?
I'd have to say It's a Wonderful Life too.
Oh, really?
But yes, it's really, really amazed me at how Christmas Vacation has become so much a part of our culture. That it's a constant. I'm really surprised that it's even around still.
No, it's in that level of every movie that people watch during Christmas. It's It's a Wonderful Life. I think the Home Alone movie, the first one, a lot of people like to watch.
Home Alone, yeah.
Yeah, and also You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, a Christmas Carol is always popular.
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
You'll Shoot Your Eye Out.
Well, the Christmas Carol, that's a famous line in the movie. Some people call it, You'll shoot your eye out. When the kid gets the BB gun, all he wants is the BB gun for Christmas.
No.
Chevy, is this ringing a bell?
But I
know everybody at home knows what I'm talking about.
Well,
okay, sorry.
hey.
I hate to not know what people are talking about. I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'm
Google it right now.
Wait a minute. How about
I'm
this?
gonna Google it
What do you
right
think
now.
This is?
What's it called? You'll Shoot Your Eye Out.
Oh, look at that from Caddyshack. We got a Bushwood cap. Beautiful.
Yeah, and it was never worn in the Caddyshack.
No?
No, this is one I took home.
Oh, that's an original from the actual movie?
No, it wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie.
No, it's an original from my hat. A friend made a few of them, like 6 or something, and gave me this.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
We have some.
You're not going anywhere.
We have some clips from the movie we want to show.
Good.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to do the first clip, and we're going to watch it first, and then I'm going to have you guys talk about it. This is the famous sticky finger scene that Bev was talking about earlier. One of her favorite scenes from the movie.
Right.
I believe, Clark has the sap stuck on his hands, and now they're in bed at night after the tree. So let's roll that
Chevy's idea,
and then we'll come back to it.
Did I tell you I talked to my mother today?
And?
They've decided they're coming for Christmas, too. It's not too late to change our plans.
No. That's great. That's great.
I think you're forgetting how difficult it's going to be having everybody in the house at the same time.
Honey, they're family. They're not strangers off the street.
All they do is argue.
Christmas is about resolving differences and seeing through the petty problems of family life.
Yeah. And it's about my mother accusing your mother of buying cheap hot dogs, and your mother accusing my mother of waxing her upper lip, and then they don't speak
Your mother
to each
waxes
other.
her upper lip?
She has for years.
Doesn't show.
I don't know, Sparky. I just have this
Ellen,
feeling that it's not gonna...
I want to have Christmas here in our house. It means a lot to me. All my life I've wanted to have a big family Christmas.
It's just that I know how you build things up in your mind, Sparky. You set standards that no family event can ever live up to.
When have I ever done that?
Parties, weddings,
Night, honey.
anniversaries, funerals, holidays, vacations.
That was great. So, Chevy, let me ask you, what did you actually put something on your figures before you shot that scene?
No.
No.
No, I pretended that the sap was on my fingers. Otherwise, I would have pulled her hair out.
It was acting.
Yeah.
We were acting.
You were acting. Why was that your favorite scene, Beverly?
Oh, it's very funny.
Because of the sap and because Chevy improvised, because that was Chevy's idea.
Yeah.
You know, it was a scene with a lot of exposition, you know. We had to get a lot of information out.
It was all exposition, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not really, you don't kind of, you know, he just said, but what about if my fingers were, and then he started, you know, turning the pages of the magazine and it stuck and he handed me something and I pretended it stuck and then he grabbed it. I just liked it. Maybe it's not as good as I thought. I liked it though.
Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes. It's such a great scene. Also, I want to know how you keep a straight face when you're shooting a scene like that.
Oh, yeah.
Him?
Yes.
I mean, we have to. That's why. That's what we do.
Yeah. I didn't know if there was
That's entertainment.
All right. The next scene is Chevy, is you falling off the roof while you were putting up those iconic Christmas lights. Tell me, what do you remember about shooting that scene when you most? Right.
Soul American.
The sliding down the roof. I had two guys holding onto my pants legs so that I wouldn't slide, you know, onto the ground, you know.
Right.
And and then later, when I dropped from holding the what do you call it? The toilet was there from the toilet was there from what? Oh, from Lethal Weapon. It happened to be on the lawn.
It's because it was the same neighborhood where they made all of those Warner Brothers movies.
Yeah, it was basically the same house from the
So
outside.
the toilet bowl that they used to explode in Lethal Weapon,
Yeah,
was in the bushes of.
it was not in the. It was on the lawn, and but the prop guys just took it and threw it behind the bushes. Why did get it out of the shot? Who knew that I'd be falling on the toilet?
Right. Well, let's roll the scene and watch it. Now we know that Chevy falls on a toilet when he comes off. Let's roll scene.
Clark, dinner's ready.
Okay, honey. Starving.
Great job. Such a classic scene.
I think that we've lost track of when Beverly first said Sparky, which I almost lost it when she called me Sparky. I think maybe that was on an earlier movie. I don't know.
That was on the first one because we decided you needed a nickname.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to ask you that. Was something that was brought along after the script is written? She said he needs a nickname. You came up with Sparky?
Yeah.
We came up with that name in the tent in the first one.
Wow.
What?
Remember, we were in the tent. It was the sleeping bag scene where we're in this horrible tent at that campsite. That Bill
And Brian Doyle Murray was
Brian Doyle Murray was the overseer, whatever you call it. And it's supposed to be a kind of love scene. We get into the sleeping bag, and then this dog gets in the or a bear or something gets in the camper, and I say, "You're an animal," and you think I'm just calling you an animal because of what we're doing, but I'm saying animal, and because there's an animal in the tent. But I remember we were rehearsing that, and you said, I think she has a nickname for him. And I don't know who said it first, but it was Sparky from then on.
Yeah.
And that's basically all I say in these movies is Sparky or Clark. Sparky. But I love that. It's such a term of endearment.
And it doesn't match me at all. And I mean, there's nothing Sparky about me. I'm just.
I think he's her Sparky.
Once you've said Sparky, that was me.
That was it.
That's right. She just loves him to bits. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
Ellen Griswold just loves him to bits.
I mean, the movie, this film is specifically so iconic, like we said, with the holidays. Anytime someone puts up a lot of Christmas lights in the front of their house, they say, would you Clark Griswold it? That's it. I'm putting up my lights last week. I do a lot of lights. All my neighbors they all call me Clark Griswold in the neighborhood. And that's how much of an influence this movie has had on the holiday season. It's really amazing.
It's kind of sad, isn't
it? It's not. I don't think it's sad.
Me neither. I wear it like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
I asked my wife to start calling me Sparky, but she refused.
There's the rub.
There's the rub. Or not. Same, yeah.
All right. Now, the next scene, I wanted Chevy to see if you could talk about this. This is the scene where Clark goes into the attic to kind of reminisce over old family movies.
So touching.
Yes. How did that scene come about?
We were in Breckenridge, and we were supposed to have left Breckenridge to come back to L.A. to begin shooting, but we couldn't get out because there had been a big snowstorm the night before. And so we were stuck there. And I guess it might have been Jeremiah Chechik's idea to go up there, and certainly mine, to go up and see what the attic was like. And once you put me up there, I realized there were so many possibilities. But the one that I really couldn't not, I had to do was step on a board, have it hit me in the face, step back from that board, and step on another board and have it hit me in the back of the head. That, to me, seemed like, gold.
Yeah. All right, let's roll the scene and watch.
There you have it.
That gives it a follow-up question. Were there any scenes where you actually really did hurt yourself and they had to stop for a couple of days or anything like that?
Not for a couple of days, but I did break my finger. I got
break your finger.
What? Well, I got so. Can I answer?
Yeah.
Jeez, you are something.
No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, I got so pissed that I couldn't when I was trying to put these electrical things together to light the roof and everything, that I just threw them down, these plug things, and ran over to these deer that were on my lawn that ostensibly I had put there, and
I think that might have been mine.
And punched the first deer as hard as I could.
Right.
It turned out, I thought the thing was, made of marshmallow or something. I don't know what it was made of, but it was a really hard plastic. And in that punch, I broke this finger. But I had to keep going.
The show must go on.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, the show must go on. I'm commentating.
Yeah, okay. That's good enough. No, yeah, I came back to the, same place and I guess picked them up or whatever. Boy, that finger hurt.
Yeah. Was that the only movie that you got hurt on as far as the Vacation series?
I believe so.
Yeah. How about in any other films you've ever done or shows? Did you ever really hurt? I mean, you used to fall down the steps all the time on SNL.
I never got hurt doing that. I did a film of Bill Friedkin that where I almost got hurt all the time.
Okay.
But that's Bill Friedkin.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to move on to the famous dinner scene when there is with the turkey disaster, as they call it. Let's watch the scene and then we'll get your reactions. Let's roll scene.
Catherine, this turkey tastes half as good as it looks. I think we're all in for a very big treat.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Okay, Eddie.
Sorry.
Why are you crying?
I told you we put it in too early.
Oh, it's just a little dry. It's fine.
I told you.
Here's the heart.
That is so funny. That's so funny. And what about Miriam?
Here's the heart. They shouldn't have cut there because here's the heart turned out to be a can.
Yeah.
In the middle of the turkey, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a funny scene.
Did they have to shoot that several times and put the turkey back together?
What do you mean? What did they what?
Did you have to put the turkey back together to reshoot that scene every time?
Well, we didn't reshoot it every time. I believe
we had different turkeys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can see that it's a different angle.
Uh-huh.
So the angle on me with the turkey probably was one take. It might have been more, but I don't think so.
We had different turkeys. I think we might have used multiple cameras on that shot.
Yeah.
Maybe, but we had different turkeys because not all of them would explode. That was a big day. I actually remember that was a day when there was a lot of time devoted to getting the turkey right. And it was only that last one that worked.
Oh, is that the last turkey?
That was the last turkey. I do remember that. It was like, here's the turkey shot. And then it'd be like, no. I think there were 3 turkeys, if memory serves.
And all the co-stars around the table, you think about the talent that is surrounded in that table and some of the legends. I mean, E.G. Marshall, Mae Questel, Doris Roberts, Diane Ladd, they're all right there. I mean, there's some really famous actors and actresses.
Well, you know that Mae Questel was Betty Boop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questel, not Questel.
Questel.
There you have it.
There it is. I messed it up the first time.
That's all right. I messed up everything the first time.
Okay. I got it on take 2. Can you guys talk? How were they on the set? Were they just the consummate professionals and got everything?
Sweet. And, I think Mae was a little aged, but she didn't screw up anything. And who played my mother again?
Diane Ladd.
Yeah, Diane Ladd was not really elderly yet, so she was sort of clowning around a lot, and kind of funny. And everybody was nice and sweet and good. Not as good as me, but good.
We had incredible veterans there. We were in the presence of real, live, great and devoted actors, and they loved being there every day. They really did. They loved to work. Bill Hickey was one of the finest teachers, actually.
William Hickey was a great teacher, yeah.
He was a great teacher and highly esteemed. Diane Ladd, of course, highly esteemed actress. Doris Roberts. Everybody got to know her shortly after that, but she'd been around forever. And E.G. Marshall was in 12 Angry Men. These were heavy
TV show
were still to be working, because if you think that old people don't work now, in 1988 they really didn't work, and it was it was special, to be around the elders,
Yeah, it definitely was. All right, I have a question from the audience. This is from Kathy Kluiver. I heard you needed to take ice skating lessons as part of Christmas Vacation. What was the scene? What was that scene about? Is that true?
Yes, it is true, because I was in Canada at the time. Because remember, Chevy, for the first one, every time we did a vacation movie, I was living with a different man. And on the Christmas Vacation, that was the Irish guy. And I was in Canada because he was directing a film there. And I had to go to this ice skating rink to learn how to ice skate. And then I learned how to ice skate, kind of. And then they cut the scene. We were supposed to have an ice skating scene.
Oh, I should have remembered that.
Did you ice skate? Did you have to learn to ice skate? Or did we not have the ice skating scene?
He was a very good ice skater, actually. I ice skated on SNL. And I skated very fast to the edge of the thing and fell over the thing.
Is that true?
Yes.
Well, so is that why we had the ice skating scene in there for 5 minutes?
Yes, I asked for one.
You're lying.
Oh, all right.
You're lying.
Okay, I lied.
It's okay. Anyway, I learned how to ice skate. That's true. Is that from the same bootleg guy?
Who?
Well, there was another person who said that we were supposed to go to Wally World.
No, it was a different person. Different person found that question out. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Where are we going?
Where are we going? We're here.
We're here because we're
here. Say hi to everybody. We have 3,000 people watching.
Oh my God.
Really?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, 3,000 people watching.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
Oh, hi, everybody. I mean it.
Hi. How
It's so
great.
great.
Welcome. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
I have a question. Do you feel that you have to, since Clark Griswold is such an iconic character, and I'm bringing the Christmas lights back up because people want to know, do you feel pressure as the guy that played that character to put up a big light display in front of your home?
No, we don't put up a big light display. I think we just sort of forget him a little bit because it's been a year since, I don't know. We do watch the movie sometimes. It's very funny and a very good movie, by the way. The way I look at it. But very happy with it. It's not a big deal, though.
Right. I want to ask Beverly of all, and this to you afterwards, Chevy. And this is a question that everybody in the audience has been asking. Out of all the vacation movies, and I'm sure it's hard to pick one, is there one that holds your heart dearest?
Are you asking me?
I'm going to ask you first. Yes.
Well, I'm going to say the first one because I think that the first time for anything is the one that you remember the most.
Right.
And I know that I had no idea where, as I said, I was almost not going to do it. And I had no idea that it would be such a huge part of my life, that it would bring me this lifelong friendship with Chevy and Janie, that it would put me in contact. But I want to say something about the Christmas Vacation fans. The fans of Christmas Vacation are the nicest people in the world. They're like good people. They have great values and they love their families and they're straight shooters and they're wonderful fans. So just even doing that movie, which I really do have to thank Chevy for, it's broadened my life and brought so much happiness into my life and so many nice people and just nice stuff. So I think it was that first one because I had no idea what it would bring.
Right. That you could never imagine it was going to launch this, right?
It's just pure.
Yeah. And Chevy, what about you?
What about me? It was a question about which vacation.
Which movie from the vacation franchise do you hold nearest and dearest, if you hold one nearest and dearest?
Boy, each one has its thing.
Yeah.
I'm just reminded of Eric Idle.
European Vacation.
Yeah.
European Vacations.
European. Oh God, yeah.
But I love him, and it was great to have him there. But yeah, European Vacation was terrific. And the first one clearly set the standard. And the third one was what was that?
Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, Christmas was the third one.
Well, I sure loved that one.
I like
they all were fun to do. And
Vacation.
the point of doing them was these are fun to do.
Right.
Some movies that I made, I don't know, 50 some, I don't know, a lot of movies that I've forgotten about. This one you remember.
Sure.
I did.
This one will live on forever. That's for sure.
Thank you.
And I love European Vacation. It's actually of all one of my favorite ones. I think Rusty and in it there's a scene where he's about to score for the first time, and you're in Germany and you're dancing on stage, and then you cause a ruckus.
He might pork her.
Yeah, and the bells go off, and he's about to just get lucky for the first time, and they're like, those bells only ring when they're going to kill somebody, and he just stops and goes, Dad, and then he takes off, and you have to run for the train. I think that was one of the funniest.
You really know these movies, Tim.
Well, I am a professional, somewhat.
You are certainly a professional. You know your stuff. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, all the movies, and Beverly, you talk about how you weren't going to do the movie, the first one. You were kind of debating on it
because I was 29. I didn't want to play the mother of 16-year-olds, unless it was, another coal miner's daughter.
Right. I mean,
and I didn't know what path I was going to go on. I didn't know if it was like a dramatic acting or singing. I thought I was going to be a singer, or I didn't know where I was going. I still don't, but I had no idea that this would be what it turned out to be.
Who was the coal miner?
Patsy Cline, and then next
was the what?
Who was the coal miner?
Who's the coal miner?
Levon Helm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great film.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful film. Playing Patsy Cline was just an amazing.
It was so I was coming from that to this to Vacation, and I remembered thinking that it was really an acting job, because honestly, I certainly at that time I was insane and wild. So to play a suburban housewife, it was actually acting. I swear to God, it was acting. I had to act. But then as time went on, I kind of, I don't know.
It's all acting.
It's all acting.
Life is acting.
Sometimes playing the straight man is the hardest part of doing a comedy. I mean, doing comedy is harder than drama in a lot of ways.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Gesundheit.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's exactly what she said. More than once. So when you came out of doing the first Vacation movie, did you think to yourself, I want to do a drama immediately after this?
Me?
I'm going right to Bev, and then I'm coming to you, Chevy. Yes.
Oh no, I just moved out of the country. I moved to Italy then.
You did?
Very funny country.
See what you did, Chevy? She shot the movie. She's like, I got to get out of this country.
Yeah. Got to get out of Hollywood, yeah. I've had an interesting trajectory, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
Chevy, I have a question too. Someone asked, we had a random question from a listener out there. Do you consider the movie Funny Farm, which again, a classic, and I love
that movie.
Such a great movie. I mean, with the snakes, the eels in the water. I mean, what's better than that?
And Madeline Stowe.
So,
you guys were great together. You really were.
Do you consider that a holiday film? They want to know if you can consider that a holiday movie.
Well, it doesn't come close to Christmas Vacation
No?
as a holiday movie, but there is snow. There are ducks that can't get back in the pond. There is Madeline. They're those tall guys. You know, I mean, by the way, Madeline married one of them.
She did?
Yeah. Anyway.
Was that an on-set romance?
I have to say George Roy Hill, without a doubt, is the greatest director.
Brilliant director.
I've ever worked with, and a wonderful person. You know, and yeah, you could call it a Christmas film, but if you had the choice, you'd probably want to see Vacation.
Yes. This question's from Melissa Reed. She wanted to know, was there a point of shooting the original Vacation movie where you thought to yourself, wow, this is going to be something that's going to go on and on and on? Or was it just one and we just one and done? I'll go to Chevy first.
All of my movies I thought would go on and on and on.
Yeah.
I hoped.
Right.
So I mean, you said the first Vacation, or?
Yeah. After you shot the first Vacation, did you have an inkling in your head that this was really something that might have franchise ability?
I didn't think that way.
No.
I thought that was really fun, you know, that kind of thinking.
Right.
Or I hope it's big. I hope it makes money. That kind of thinking. But
sure.
I didn't have any inkling that it might go on and on and on and on, whatever that is.
I had no idea. I was living in Italy, and my friend called me up and he said, "Do you know that you're in the #1 movie this weekend?" And I was, what? And
really?
Yeah, I wasn't even in the country. I had no idea whatsoever. It was just, I knew it was really, really special. And I knew that it was really, really, that everybody was the real deal. But,
right.
You know, I had no idea. And also, in fairness, people didn't think in terms of franchises back then, did they, Chevy? I mean, there were sequels.
I didn't know the word.
Right.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yeah.
It's kind of a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing how it just went from one to the other, and everything was consistently funny and good, and that's why we're all here tonight.
Yeah,
that's why there's so many people here watching, because it's just in everyone's film is in everyone's heart, and all these films are in everyone's heart. You know.
Well, you know, I've been doing these appearances on stage in front of, you know, 3,000 people or whatever, quite a few of them, and loving it, because I never get to see the audience that sees me. And
right.
It's the same thing tonight, really. I can't see the audience, but I'm not wearing any pants.
None of us are. Remember, Tim's in a thong, I'm in a bikini, and are you in Depends?
Oh my God.
The next question a lot of people wanted to know about was the writer John Hughes. Did he have a lot to do with on set? And what
No.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't, and I'll tell you why.
But he was on the line.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Look at her. Anyway.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous.
He wrote a terrific story, not script really, and very funny stuff. So then it was left up to Harold Ramis and I to take that and work with it for a script. And it took us a better part of a year to make it funny. And it didn't mean that John wasn't a brilliant writer or couldn't make things funny, but and he had made other movies that were funny, but that's my answer. He didn't show up much for that, and we made it into what it was.
You mean the first one or Christmas?
It was a question of Christmas.
Talking about the first one?
Which one were you asking about?
Well, I would say with all of them, was he heavily involved in all of them, and not even just Christmas?
he was.
He was on the lot.
That's what I said. He did not get himself involved in the filming, but the pre-filming of these very much. He had plenty to do in his own life. He had plenty of good films to make, and I'm sure he was happy to sit back and take some money from it.
Sure.
He had written that first Vacation, and it kind of launched him into his own genre, the Jean-used genre. He did not write European Vacation, but he came back and he had written the Christmas Vacation script. He was on the lot, but he was not on the
script.
Because by that time he had his empire going.
No, he didn't write the script for Christmas Vacation.
He worked on the script for Christmas Vacation.
No.
Who did?
We put his name there.
Oh.
Aha.
Inside stuff right there.
Well, no, it was the right thing to do.
Sure.
It wasn't about he's asking for the credit. It was more that he deserved the credit because he'd written a very funny book, basically, about it, or story.
A short story, yeah. It was a short story about Christmas.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a script.
Yeah, it just did it on its own.
Right.
Yeah. Harold and I.
He was one of the producers too, John.
It was Christmas magic, is what it was.
That's correct. Christmas magic.
John was a sweetie.
So we're starting to wind down a little bit, and before we go, I want to thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight. It was just amazing. I know it was kind of weird being in our living rooms and going back and forth, and there's a little bit of a time delay.
No, I want to thank the audience for being with us.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to me since COVID started. It is. This is fantastic.
You still look good.
This is the most people I've been in touch with since last March. I love each and every one of you.
You look fabulous. You do. And Chevy, you look very, very good.
That's nice. Fabulous and very good.
Spirit. It's a spirit.
You look great, Chevy. You really do. I missed you.
Great.
I haven't seen you. I saw you last year at this time, and we had a good time doing the live show, and it was a lot of fun. And I hope we can do those soon.
We'll do more. We'll do more this year.
It was a great live show.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, you got to see it live. It's just amazing. And
Chevy, you have to write your book.
Yes, we'd love to see you write a book, Chevy.
I'd love to be able to.
You know what? Chevy had the best idea for an autobiography. Can I tell him?
Sure. I don't
Chevy,
know what it is.
It's so funny. You told me because you're a great writer, and you said, I said you really should write your memoir, and you said you wanted to write an autobiography that was all lies. Just and then I was
still want you. That's a great idea.
And the King of Spain said to me, and I think that's a really good idea.
It is. It's just that sitting down and writing prose for hours at a time. I don't care whether it's the King of Spain's. It's a tough job, and I'm lazy.
So talking to a tape recorder.
Yeah, we could have somebody write it for you.
That's tough because there's a very big difference between dialogue talked into and actually writing, which I'm much better at. I am a good writer.
You are,
and I've written quite a bit, by the way.
That's right.
It doesn't all fit into the same concept, but it's very funny stuff. I mean, I got a long thing on Michael O'Donoghue. I got a lot, stuff.
You do.
But I can't sort of put it all together and say this is the beginning of a book. I just.
Well, I'm just saying I wish you would, because I love you so much, Chevy, and I love your creativity, and I love your genius, and I wish it was in like a little book that I could just carry around.
And Chevy and
I'll
Beverly,
send you one of them. I have little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And Chevy and Beverly, I want you to know we all love you and appreciate you for being here tonight, and we thank you so much. You guys really mean a lot to everybody. I can speak for myself that Christmas Vacation and all the vacation movies are a big part of me growing up and watching films, and I really, really appreciate being here with you tonight, and I thank you for letting me.
Very nice.
And I want everybody out there, if you're at home right now, even though we can't hear you, please put your hands together for Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo and the Christmas Vacation movie. We love you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so much. Good night. God bless and be safe.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
It's that time. Christmas time is here.